Hi YouTube, another video, instructional video this time, not a review, and I'm going to be installing these beautiful squiggle scales. So, squiggle scales are beautiful, let me tell you, they are amazing on the Replicant. We're going to get straight into it. So in order to do this, you're going to need a T8 and a T10 Torx bit. The squiggle scales, they actually eliminate some hardware. So what you need for a squiggle rep is the blade, bushings, washers, pivot cups, pivot screws, these 4 bolts down here, and then 4 body screws. You actually need 4 less body screws. Normally you would need 8 body screws for a replicant. You only need 4 for a squiggle replicant. So we're going to get straight into it, start unscrewing things, and I made this very simple for myself because replicant disassembly can be a pain in the ass, so I kind of disassembled it. Make sure you keep all your parts together. You want something to just push these cups through, just like this. Once this comes through, the whole handle is going to come out. Now watch, the washers are going to fall or they'll stick to the liners. And there they are, we got one washer right there, and then one stuck on the liner in there. So normally you'd have to unscrew the body screws here, and then you have to pull this little Zen pin out, but since I didn't have any screws in there, it just fell out. So keep this. Zen pin is very important, but you do not need the body screws for it. Keep your washers all collected, and just also be sure that there's a bushing in here. I'm going to let it stay in there, but if that falls out, make sure you don't lose it. Next we are going to be removing these little bolts back here. These are always the biggest pain in the ass. These often strip, so just make sure you do not try too hard. Like I said, I took it apart because if I didn't, this would have been a pain in the dick. Oh, you also need the spacers. I forgot to say that you need spacers. Bam. So we're going to keep our spacer. Set that over there. We literally don't need any of this. If you notice on Instagram Balisong sale hashtag, whenever Squiggle drops scales, you see a lot of hardware being for sale. Because everybody's getting rid of it. Because they got the Squiggle scales. Literally just going to do the same exact thing with the other side. Alright, next is the squiggle scale installation. So I'm going to start with the safe handle. So take your squiggle scales, 2. Actually, we're going to take just 1 first. So you can see this is a bit different than a liner. You'll notice some holes are different. There's more holes actually. So you've got your screw holes down here, that's just where it goes into the spacer, but then up here is the odd spot. There are 2 spots for the Zen pin, but you spin it over and then there's no spot for the Zen pin on the front. That's because these just kind of go in snug and need no screw to hold them there. It's amazing and it's beautiful and it has a great sound. I'll show it at the end. So what we're going to do is so these are ambidextrous. You can use these on any side. There's no set side. You can set up whatever cool texture you want on your squiggle scale. So first thing is first. Put your pivot cup through this. Set it down on the table. Next, washer. Perfect. Next, we're going to put these 2 bolts through the bottom part. Second bolt, or cup, or whatever it's called, I don't care. Alright, so you've got some hardware sticking out. One more piece of hardware. We're going to put this, now if your blade is going to be closed, you want this to be on the outermost section. If you're installing this with, because if it's in like this, it's going to be hitting it there. Keep your Zen pin on the outermost hole if you're installing your blade closed. That's very important. Trust me, I've made that mistake many times. So next, I suppose we can pop this spacer on, right? Right down there. And then slide this through the pivot cup. The bushing might pop out. It probably will. So put your finger over to keep it from happening. Perfect. Now, put your washer in like this. Ooh, good thing I didn't forget that. Now you take your second handle, simply slide all the pieces in like a puzzle. Just like that. And you'll notice the Zen stays there and you don't have to screw it in. That's a very cool little thing that he did. Now just screw in your bits. Use Loctite if you like. I've actually started to not use Loctite. My buddy Ryan CCC98 has clued me in that I've been doing shit wrong my whole life. You don't need Loctite if you just crank down a screw hard enough. If you do that, the screw should technically just stay in. But don't crank too hard, because then you're gonna strip a screw, you're gonna snap the screw head off, especially if you're using bad hardware. Next is the pivot screw. Pop that in. Get your T10 and screw that bitch in as hard as you can without popping the head off or stripping the screw. We're starting on the next handle. So this handle is going to be completely different. And that's a huge lie. It's going to be the same exact situation. It's going to go pivot cup, washer, these two little bolts on the back. There's one, and there's motherfucking two. Hell yeah. Alright, that's laying in there nice and snug. Pop this pivot cup on the outer side. We can put this on, why not? There's nothing stopping us. And you lift it over and kind of keep your finger on the bearing, bushing. Let it slide down so that the bushing doesn't pop out. Put the washer on top one time. Same situation, just lay it down, line it up, lick your lips, and grab our goodies like there's no tomorrow. Screw these sons of bitches back in. Crank it down. Make sure there's some swing. There is. Awesome. That's an oversized bushing. Alright. A little bit of tap. That's what you expect from a replicant. None from the safe. All from the bite. That's actually surprising. Let's just double, triple screw this bastard down. A little bit of tap, but nothing too bad. That is a Squiggle Replicant. Very different knife than a regular Replicant. Just to give you a little bit of a sound test, I'm going to walk over here. And you know, of course, I plan on reviewing this thing. It's a very, very different sounding knife. I will give you a little sneak peek on the review. I fucking love this thing. Do I love it more than a regular Replicant? I can't say yet. I actually haven't made my mind up. I'm not sure. But also, huge shout out to Linguini. You know who you are. Also, another huge tip, don't flip this over concrete, flip it over a rug. But yeah, huge shout out to Linguini, you know who you are. Huge shout out to Squiggle Scales, you don't know who you are. No. Everyone knows who you are. And for good measure, I'm going to compare the Squiggle sound to a regular Replicant. I can't do that trick with this hand. So tell me in the comments, I'm curious, do you like the sound of this one over this one? And then tell me in the comments, which ones do you like the looks of more? I know these things are gorgeous, but I mean, you can't beat a basic replicant. Or can you? I don't know. So I'll see you in the next video. Comment if you have any guides that you want to see, and of course, peace.